Hello everyone, my name is Kieran. Welcome to another edition of previews and reviews and stuff. I messed up a bit. Anyway, well, it's a big game. It's a huge game coming up. Liverpool, obviously, versus Manchester United is a big one. It really is a big game in the footballing calendar for all teams, but especially in these circumstances. Liverpool are currently second in the league after Man City won against Everton this afternoon, so they'll be really hungry to get top of the table, whilst United, we currently sit in 6th place in the league, and reeling, really. We're not doing too well, of course. Pretty shocking start to the season, but this is a massive opportunity for United to once again give a blow to Liverpool's title hopes. And to be honest with you, I'm not sure about you guys, but out of the two, Man City and Liverpool to win the league, ideally none of them would win the league, but I'd rather Man City just because Liverpool, I just love the fact that Liverpool have never won a Premier League title, so that is why I want to keep them down there. But, of course, this is the preview, so you guys, as always, can leave your thoughts in the live chat on anything I say on this stream. And of course, your lineups and things like that, we'll be going through that, don't you worry. And also be talking a bit about Liverpool and how we can potentially stop their attacking threat as well. Welcome to Fortune, Angelina Red and Matthew Jones for joining me. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Really appreciate it. Please do leave a like as well if you haven't already. And please do subscribe to the channel if you are new. We're trying to hit 500 subscribers by Christmas, so anything you guys can do to help us out on that would be very much appreciated. But let's get on with it. So, of course, leave your thoughts in the live chat on anything we discuss in the stream. But it's a huge game in the footballing calendar, and I'm looking forward to it. Obviously, it looks like on paper we're going to get absolutely thumped, and I think that's a definite possibility. The way we are playing, the way that we came, we came into into this game, the fact that we couldn't even beat Valencia, and in reality we made a side that were pretty much bottom of La Liga look like a prime Barcelona. I'm not hoping for the best, but you know what? It's almost like a bit of a free hit in this game, to be honest. I feel like Liverpool, they're in such great form. They're the only unbeaten side in the Premier League left, and I think in the Football League as well. So they'll want to keep that up, as well as going back to the top of the table with a win over us, because they're 2 points behind Man City. And all the kind of, it has all the hallmarks of a 4-0 victory to Liverpool, to be honest, or a very similar scenario to what we had when we played Man City, when we got absolutely embarrassed. But you know what? You have to have a bit of hope. You have to have a bit of hope. And I can see a few of you guys in here and a bit of as well. Welcome to the Tactical Show. Welcome Nicholas, Patrick as well. Thanks for joining, guys. Really appreciate it. Angelina says, we did it in Turin. I'm sure we'll smash and grab at Anfield is coming. Yeah, love the spirit, mate. Love the spirit. I mean, that would be the best way to win for me. Just, get the 1-0 win. Last minute, Fellaini header. Beautiful. That would be absolutely beautiful. Music to my ears if that happened. I'm not sure if it will, but if we did get a last minute winner, that'd be absolutely amazing. Fortune says, if Bailly doesn't start, I can see us conceding a lot. Yeah, I mean, the problem is with our defence at the moment is we've got so many injuries. It looks like Marcus Rojo as well, after the Valencia game, is going to be sidelined for this one, which is not good news. I think we could be in real trouble. I think Bailly will start, although I do have a sneaky suspicion that Phil Jones will start next to Eric Bailly as well, which is a bit of a liability, and especially in the poor form that he's in. So we'll have to watch out for the Calamity Jones on that front. Nicholas says Liverpool can be beaten. He also says they have an injury crisis, especially in defence, could swing things in our favour. Yeah, I mean, alternatively, we have a bit of an injury crisis at the moment. Anthony Martial, among others, will not be able to play in this game, which is a real shame. Really, it's a real shame. Because I feel like Martial could have really made an impact in this one, because you need those little moments of quality, little moments of genius in big games to win them, and without Anthony Martial, we definitely look a bit, we definitely lack a bit of quality there, which is unfortunate, but you have to get on with what we've got. Patrick says, part of the bus, 0-0 if we're lucky. Yeah, I think I'm kind of going down that sort of route, Patrick. I've got to say, you know, 0-0 if we're lucky. I feel like if we did get a draw at Anfield, I think, you know, I think Liverpool would be very disappointed. The way we're playing coming into this game, I think Liverpool would be very, very disappointed if they didn't come out of this game with all 3 points. And that would make me very, very happy. Angelina says, we have an injury crisis, especially in every area. Yeah, true that. I mean, obviously up front, you know, Sanchez and Martial are both out, which is not good at all. In midfield as well, no, I don't, well, I'm not sure actually. I think in midfield we've got most of our options available. It's going to be very, very interesting to see which ones he picks. And obviously you'll be able to see what I think he's going to pick in my predicted lineup, so stay tuned for that. Yash, welcome to the stream, Yash. Thanks for joining, as always. Really appreciate it. Fortune says the only person to score an own goal before Phil Jones in the Valencia game was Phil Jones. Man's a joke. Yeah, he's just a living meme, to be fair. He just is. He seems like he's embracing it, you know. First of all, it was his stupid faces, and now it's just he's putting the ball in other people's nets. And if anything, he's showing the Christmas spirit of being kind to everyone. You know, he's given gifts, he's given presents. It's coming towards Christmas after all. Yas says, I don't have any hope of even a draw. It will be a beating. Yeah, look, I see where you're coming from. You know, and on paper, it looks like it should be an absolute hammering. Liverpool unbeaten, conceded very little goals. United, on the other hand, we concede goals for fun every week. You know, we even conceded to Fulham, who are like bottom of the table. So I'd be flabbergasted if we didn't come out of that game without conceding at least 2 goals. But yeah, I mean, again, Liverpool have to come out at us. Liverpool have to do it themselves, and we just have to hope that Liverpool are having an off day, especially their attack. And unfortunately, Mo Salah seems to be hitting the form that we saw last season, which is not good at all. We kind of wanted him to be a bit more, well, a bit more kind of poor, let's just say that. I think obviously they've got Mane coming back into the form as well. So their front three of Firmino, Mane and Salah look to be back firing on all cylinders, which isn't good at all. And if they come at our defence and if they put together some good moves, we could be screwed, lads. We could be screwed. But I think you guys already knew that anyway. Yash also says, just hoping Martial starts so we have to see a couple of counter-attacks. Yeah, Yash, I doubt Martial's going to be in the squad. I hate to break it to you, but I don't think he's going to be in the squad. I think Mourinho said that all the people that didn't travel to Valencia, didn't travel to Valencia, you know, actually have aren't going to be in this game today, tomorrow, sorry. So I don't think Martial's going to be in the squad, which, as I said, is a huge, huge blow. Welcome, Kashif, from the stream, mate. Thanks for joining. Angelino says, if we're going to draw, it's going to be 1-1 or 2-2. Don't see us keeping a clean sheet, neither, to be fair. I agree. I don't see us, with our dodgy record, I don't see it. Patrick said, if Liverpool score, we'll definitely open up and concede more. Yeah, I feel like whoever gets that first goal is going to be crucial. And if Liverpool get an early goal, it could be like what happened to Arsenal last season, where it went, you know, 4-0. It could happen like that, guys, and I'm prepared for that. Nicholas says, Lukaku and Jones must swap positions. Lukaku's first touch is a good clearance, and Jones has some clinical finishes. Yeah, no, I love that. I love that. Yeah, I think they probably do better. You know, Phil Jones was showing Lukaku how to finish Wednesday night, you know, and Lukaku was showing Jones how to clear the ball. So, fair play. Patrick says, don't see us scoring either. Yeah, I understand how it's very, very difficult to kind of be positive about this game. You know, what evidence is there to suggest that we can get 3 points? But sometimes, you know, football's a funny old game, so we just have to go into it with that sort of mindset. Nicholas says, Pogba must start. Our midfield is shaky without him. Yeah, and I think Pogba should start as well, just because even though he's not having a great time of it, I think Pogba, when he has the ball, he's got the ability to create something really good. And in that midfield, if we do go with Matic and Fellaini or Matic and Herrera, we don't really have that creative spark that Paul Pogba gives us. So, in my opinion, he needs to start in that. You know, I think he needs to start. He gives us some sort of creativity, especially in the Man City game. Without Paul Pogba, we look devoid of creativity. Whether he would have changed it or not, I'm not too sure. But I just love to see Paul Pogba in there. He can do it in those big games. We've seen it before. In the big games, he seems to thrive. So, hopefully, Paul Pogba can get a start. Kashif thinks Mourinho's going to part the bus. I think that is definitely an interesting hypothesis. I think it could. Yash says, oh, that's bad news. Rashford's the only hope then. Yeah, to be fair to Rashford, he's been playing really well, you know, getting assists for fun and actually really contributing to the team. So I am really happy with Rashford's development, and hopefully, you know, he's hitting form at just the right time and he can provide us with a quality outlet in this Liverpool game, because by God, we'll need it. Angelino says, I wouldn't say it's shaky without him. I'd say lost. When we play Herrera, Fellaini and Matic in midfield, there's no one to transition the ball quickly or clever enough. Yeah, I think that's a great point, Angelino. I think, you know, Pogba is definitely someone who can link the defence to the attack, and, you know, he's really good at picking out those long balls, and I think he definitely is an option that we need to have against a big side like Liverpool, who are very strong defensively and, well, in all areas, really. Nicholas says, I heard Martial's undergoing a late fitness test to see if he starts. Don't know how credible it is. Well, I hope he can start. I hope he can. Guess just a bit of a spoiler, he's not in my predicted 11 for the game, but I do hope he, if you are right, Nicholas, then he does pass that test and he can start, because I think, again, with Pogba and Martial, that French connection down that left-hand side, it's going to be really, really crucial. So hopefully, fingers crossed, he can get into the side. Fortune says, imagine this scenario, we go 1-0 down, Phil Jones equalises and Fellaini wins it. Tell you what, mate, that is the stuff dreams are made of, I've got to say. The stuff shithousery dreams are made of. Nicholas says, that's what I mean, Angelino, but I don't think Josie would do it. Patrick says, who can you see making a mistake at Liverpool tomorrow? We could be gifted a goal via a mistake. Well, potentially if Dejan Lovren plays. I think Lovren in the defence is really our only hope of making an error. And I think a lot of Liverpool fans as well don't really want to see Dejan Lovren. So I'm just going to try and refocus. Oh, okay. I was just trying to refocus it. Sorry, guys. Anyway, yeah, I think Dejan Lovren's probably the most likely to make a mistake out of anyone. So let's hope he starts next to Van Dijk, or that Van Dijk gets an injury as well. Fortune says, we're going to 100% part the bus. Don't expect us to be pressing. Yeah, I don't think Mourinho is going to have the confidence in our midfield to press. I think he is going to sit very, very deep. But maybe that's the right way to beat Liverpool. And that comes on to what I think is the best way to beat them. Now, for me, I think there are some teams which make big mistakes playing Liverpool, and they kind of have a high line. Now, playing a high line against Liverpool is shooting yourself in the foot, literally. It really is, because they are so good at exploiting the space in behind. And if you play that high line, they're just going to be making runs, they're going to be picked out by their midfielders, and it's going to be too easy for them. We have to make it difficult for them. We have to keep a kind of deeper line. Yes, that might involve inviting a bit more pressure onto us, but if we need to soak up that pressure in these big games to get those results, and it's going to be very, very difficult, but we did it before last season. Yes, of course, we had a much better defensive record last season at this point in the season and overall in the end. But I think, you know, to beat Liverpool, you have to be solid defensively and you have to have an overall good performance. Everyone needs to be having the same intensity and desire to win the game, and we haven't really seen that from United in the last few games. But in this game against Liverpool, everyone has to be motivated. I mean, you shouldn't have to get out for a game like this. You shouldn't have to have the manager, you know, get you up for the game. You should be able to be up for the game yourself and know what it means to the fans and the supporters. You know, you have to be able to get up for the game, you know, have that adrenaline and press from the front and make it very, very difficult for them. And if we do that, I think we'll stand a chance. But I am very worried about it, to be fair. Nicholas says, which centre-backs besides Jones and Bailly are fit? I'm not sure, mate. I'm really not sure. I don't think there's any. I don't think there's any other centre-backs other than Bailly and Jones, to be fair. But we'll have to wait and see. Again, there might be late fitness tests and things. I hope so, because I do not want Phil Jones starting, although I think it'll happen. Welcome, Man United fans. Dan, welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining, pal. Really appreciate it. He goes with Liverpool 1-2 Manchester United. He's hopeful. I love that. I love that hopeful prediction. 2-1 United. Another smash and grab raid would be fantastic. I love that. Yash just hope Dalot is fit. Valencia was bad against Valencia. Yeah, I think Dalot is still out, to be honest, as well, Yash. Again, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but I think Dalot is still out of the team, which is really unfortunate. So I think Valencia will start. Also, I mean, there hasn't really been a red card in one of these games for a while, so yeah, I think there will be a red card. I'm gonna say it, and I think on the Manchester United side, I think if there's a red card, it's gonna be Ander Herrera out of anyone, and on the Liverpool side, I think it would be someone like I think it would be someone like one of their centre-backs maybe, I don't know. It depends who plays, of course. Angelino says, if Pogba starts alongside Herrera and Matic, I think we'll win the game. Though I wouldn't bet on Liverpool's midfield against those three. Yeah, I think you're right. I think we do have some strong options in midfield, and if they do play to the best of their ability, as I said, with the overall team performance, and they all have the intensity, the desire to win the game, then I think we could cause some problems. But of course, I don't think the game's going to go like that. I feel like we're going to be on the back foot for the majority of the game. I think we're going to have to soak up a lot of pressure. But what do you expect? Since Sir Alex Ferguson's left, we've always been under the cosh at Anfield, and I think it's going to happen again. It's been one of the worst places for us to come. Patrick says Herrera plays with a lot of passion. That's what's needed tomorrow if we hope to win. Yeah, totally agree, mate. He plays with a lot of passion. He plays for pride, for the shirt, and as I said, that needs to be transferred to everyone else in the team, and the overall performance has to have that in order to in order for us to win, to get anything out of the game. Because as I said, no one ever goes to big sides and gets points when only one or two players are playing well. Everyone has to come together. Everyone has to, play to the best of their ability. And if we don't do that, we're going to get hammered. Welcome Rasmus and the Priced HD. Thanks for joining, guys. Really appreciate it. Please do leave a like if you haven't already. Let's try and get over 10 likes on the stream. That'd be absolutely fantastic if you could do that. Nicholas says, red card for Man United by Herrera. LFC Lovren or Mane. Yeah, to be fair, Mane needs to keep his foot down, as we saw against Man City as well. So yeah, I think Mane could potentially get a red card. And also Lovren, I agree with you. Lovren as well for Liverpool is definitely someone who, if Lovren is starting, we've got a bit of a chance, I would say. Yash says, is Shaw fit at least? We'll be thrashed with that team. Yeah, I don't think Luke Shaw's fit, I'm afraid, Yash. Again, I hate to be the bearer of bad news to you, Yash. I mean, all of your suggestions seem to be injured, which it's frustrating. It is frustrating from a United point of view. But yeah, we are in a bit of an injury crisis, to be honest. Raza says we are going to batter them 10-0. Yeah, look, obviously, we're going to batter them 10-0. They're going to be on the back foot. Jurgen Klopp's going to be banned from the touchline. It's going to be brilliant. The Price AT says, in the Liverpool hotel right now, buzzing for tomorrow. Nice one, mate. Hopefully you can, just pop a few, give them a few sleeping pills, and maybe they won't be as good for tomorrow. No, I just a disclaimer. I don't advocate the use of drugs. A public service announcement from Red Devil Weekly. Anyway, but yeah, look, I mean, it's pretty exciting. You're in the Liverpool hotel as well, which is decent. But yeah, I am worried. But you know what? There's nothing. We have to go in there and we have to just. I think positive mindset is what you have. You have to have positive mindset. You have to go into it, and until it's impossible. Until it's impossible, we have to think it's possible. Against Juventus, we won 2-1. We thought it was going to be absolutely impossible we were going to beat Juventus, and we came out 2-1 winners. Yes, we didn't really deserve it, but we got the win, and I really hope that we win against Liverpool, and we just don't deserve it. It'll boil so much piss for Liverpool fans as well. It'll be so hilarious. Fortune says, we won't even score 10 goals in the next 5 games together. Imagine against Liverpool, yeah. I mean, as sad as that comment is, it's true. It definitely is true. The price is how hope we put on an acceptable lineup. Well, yeah, let's hope so. And I think if we don't and we lose the game, more pressure is going to be the pressure is going to be ramped up even further on Jose Mourinho. So I agree with you, mate. Patrick says Pogba sometimes thinks he's invincible and no one can take the ball off him. He has to look forward, passes quick rather than dwelling on it. Yeah, I think Pogba is so much better and the team is so much better when we are passing it quickly, and it's much more harder to deal with the quick passing than it is when you've got Pogba and Fellaini and Matic who are so slow on the ball, just standing on it and not doing much with it, and it's frustrating. It really is frustrating from that point of view. And I think if we do get that quick passing going, and let's face it, we are going to have to play on the counter attack quite a lot. So yeah, we have to pass quickly. We have to pass with a lot of efficiency if we are going to get 3 points. Welcome, Sick Ball. Thanks for joining, pal. Really appreciate it as always. Price AC says Mason Greenwood should be given a chance after being robbed on Tuesday. Yeah, I agree with you, mate. I definitely agree. Mason Greenwood, to be flown out to Valencia and not even play is an absolute joke. What is the point in taking him? What is the point? It'd be great to see him on the bench. Nicholas, his lineup is 4-2-3-1, De Gea, Young, Bailly, Jones, Shaw, Matic, Herrera, Pogba, Lingard, Martial and Rashford. Martial and Shaw subject to late fitness test. I think that'd be a decent lineup. Obviously, no Lukaku you've gone there as well, which is interesting. But I think, yeah, I would accept that lineup. I think it's got a lot of pace in there and a lot of good technical ability, which is going to be needed against Liverpool. Welcome, Ethan. Welcome to stream, Ethan. Thanks for joining. Really appreciate it. Please leave a like if you haven't already. And also, we're trying to hit 500 subscribers by Christmas. So anything you guys can do to help us would be very much appreciated. Sickball goes with 1-1. I think a lot of United fans at this point would probably take that, I've got to say. Rasmus says top 4 seems out of reach. However, we have to do all we can to take points out of loserful because we don't want to see them winning the league. Exactly. I love that mentality. Stop Liverpool from winning the league. If Liverpool won the league, I think it'd be an absolute apocalypse. It'd be an absolute apocalypse if Liverpool won the league, you know? Honestly, it'd be an absolute apocalypse. I mean, the fact that Liverpool have never won the Premier League, I want that to keep the same. Let's keep that the same. Let's not let Liverpool win it. Let's not let them win it. Let's just keep it the same. You know, just anyway, I just cannot. I just don't want to see the day where Jordan Henderson is lifting that bastard trophy. God. Anyway, welcome Jack. Welcome to stream, Jack Wall. Thanks for joining, Jack. I appreciate it, mate, as always. Price AC says, I would love to see Lukaku score. If he does, Liverpool won't live that down as they are the biggest critics of him. Yeah, that would be brilliant. Lukaku and Fellaini and Pogba as well. Love to see Pogba get on the score sheet. Fortune says, if we go 1-0 down, we aren't going to get back in it. We'll be the same as Man City game. Yeah, I agree. I think if we do go 1-0 down early on, I think the confidence will be absolutely dead in the players and we won't get back into the game, to be honest. I agree. Jack says 3-0 United. Love it, Jack. Love it. 3-0 United. That'd be such a historic victory as well. And the pundits would just be like, would just shat themselves. They'd be like, because I bet in the lead up to this game, all the pundits are saying Liverpool are going to walk us over. So if we win 3-0, that would be a dream, mate. Absolute dream. Sigbal says Anfield's hard ground to go to, and I think the pressure is hard, so I don't know what to predict. Yeah, look. It's a very, very difficult ground to go to. We've had a pretty shocking record at Anfield. And, you know, the way Liverpool are playing at the moment, if we did win, I'd be very, very shocked. But, I mean, I'd be shocked in a happy way, of course. But I don't think it's going to happen. But, of course, we can hope. We can hope. Nicholas says, this is Jose's comment, apparently. He says, the ones that played are on recovery sessions. The ones that are not fit are training. Others are training... but very limited to see if their evolution comes step in step in the way they are ready to play. Well, I don't know what to make of that. Hopefully it means that some players who I don't think are going to be playing will play, especially players like Martial and people like that. Fortune says, if Liverpool won the league, fam, I would switch my phone off for 3 years. Their fans would banter the fuck out of me. Exactly. They would just not, they would just not. You know, they were just... I mean, I've got a Liverpool fan friend at school, and he would not let me live it down, I've got to say. He would just bring it up in every single conversation. I feel you, Fortune. I feel you, man. Nicholas says, Lukaku's just not offering us what we need. Rashford is a recent form, offers us more. Yeah, I think Rashford makes a lot more, incisive runs in behind and seems to have a lot more kind of force in his play and really wants to make things happen. But Lukaku is just not putting in the effort, but... I hope he scores. I hope he can get back to form. Yes, says Klopp will resign if we win 3-0. Jack says Chris Smalling hat-trick after his new contract. I would love that, mate. Absolutely. Rasmus says, I would be vomiting all day long if Liverpool ever wins the league. Yeah, I get the same, mate. Same. I'd be distraught, mate. The Price AC says, I reckon we should have people like Angel Gomez out on our radar, youngsters who have nothing to lose and everything to gain. Exactly. And, that they'll be wanting to prove their place in the squad. And I totally agree with you, mate. Jack says, we haven't lost at Anfield in 5 years. It's about to be 6. To be fair, there's another stat as well where when Mourinho's been manager, a Liverpool player hasn't scored against Liverpool, hasn't scored against Manchester United from open play, which is a remarkable stat, to be fair, and hopefully we can continue that. Welcome to Football Crew Show. Welcome to stream, mate. Thanks for joining. Really appreciate it. He says, I won't be watching the game tomorrow, but good luck to both teams. Yeah. I mean, look. Obviously, I'm only giving good luck to one team, and that is the mighty Red Devils, of course. But yeah, fair play. Razor says, I wish we could take points out of Man City too and maybe see the Bottlers win the league. I mean, yeah, I know. I mean, to be fair, at this stage, we all know who the Bottlers are. We all know who they are. But yeah, Spurs, obviously, you know, just about got the win today, Christian Eriksen. I thought they were going to draw 0-0, but maybe they've turned a bit of a corner. You know, they got out of their Champions League group. They're winning games late. Maybe they're changing the corner. Yash says, hope to see Mata and his double like last few years back. Yeah, Juanfield. Oh my god, that would be insane, Yash. It'd be insane. Nicholas says, my boss is a Liverpool fan. I can't put up with the banter for the rest of the weeks, and less so if they win the league. Exactly, mate. Exactly. But Jack has brought me, as you know, as Jack has brought up, what is my 11? Well, oh, hold on a second. This is poor. I mean, I've messed this up now. Because I forgot to do it before the stream, but I can read it off to you. I'll read it off to you. I don't have the graphic because I'm such an idiot. I forgot to put it on, but I remember what I put in the team. I remember how I did the team. So my team for the game is a 4-3-3 formation. Again, I'm sorry I don't have the graphic. I just completely forgot. Such a twat. Anyway, David De Gea in goal. 4 at the back. I feel this is my predicted lineup, by the way. This isn't what I want particularly. This is my predicted lineup for the game. So David De Gea in goal. I think he's going to play Young, Bailly, Jones, and Valencia at the back. 3 in midfield: Pogba, Matic, and Herrera. And up top, the front 3: Rashford, Lingard, and Lukaku. So that is what I'm going with for this game. 4-3-3. De Gea, Young, Bailly, Jones, and Valencia. 3 in midfield: Matic, Pogba, and Herrera, and up front 3: Lingard, Rashford, and Lukaku. So there is my predicted lineup. You guys can leave your thoughts on that in the live chat, and of course in the comment section down below as well if you want to leave your thoughts on it. But yeah, as I said, I do apologise if I forgot to do the graphic. I'm such an idiot. But yeah, hopefully you guys can see how that's all spaced out. Any questions, please do feel free to ask me. Dazza, welcome to the stream. Dazza, mate, thanks for joining. Really appreciate it. Yeah, I probably, unfortunately as well, I won't be taking calls just because my Skype isn't really working out. I wanted to get a few people on. As you know, it's a big preview, but unfortunately unfortunately the Skype's not working. It's not working, and it's all gone to pot, isn't it? It's all gone to pot. Haven't got the graphic. The Skype's not working. Bugger me. Anyway, I do apologise, Dazza. For the review, which will be live as well, I'll try and get a few of you on as well. So don't worry about that. What team would you play, says Jack? Well, it probably won't be too much. It probably wouldn't be it probably wouldn't be too much of a different lineup to what I predicted. Obviously, this is also depending on who's fit. Now, I don't know who's going to pass a late fitness test and things like that, as Nicholas pointed out. So, if Martial's fit, he's definitely in the team instead of Lingard. I play Rashford on the right, Martial on the left, and I'll probably start with Lukaku up top. And also, if Dalot was fit, I'd play Dalot as well. But there probably wouldn't be too many changes. I'm not sure if I'd play someone like Fred. I feel like in the Valencia game he had an absolute mare. I'm not sure what you guys thought about that, but I thought Fred was pretty poor in that game. So I'm not sure if he's ready for these sort of games against Liverpool. I think he needs a lot more time to bed into the league. So yeah, I think I wouldn't change too much about that lineup. Patrick says Casey doing an amazing job with the ladies. Great. Playing great attacking football. Yeah, they're smashing it. I've seen a few of their results, and they're absolutely smashing it. So the first year of the launch of the Man United women's team is going brilliantly, and hopefully it continues. I really do like the fact we've got a women's team. It's great to see for the club to evolve like this, and I'm happy that we are absolutely smashing it, which is great. Nicholas says Jones and Lukaku are liabilities. To be honest, I agree. Unfortunately, I feel like they're the only options we've got at the moment. Fortune says, why don't you get Discord servers like the United Stand. I might look into that. It's probably definitely more reliable than Skype is. Daz says no problem, mate. Skype is a bit of it's a pain a lot, to be honest. Yeah, as I said, Daz, I do apologise, mate. Yas says De Gea, Valencia by Smalling, Jones, Young, Matic, Herrera, Fellaini, Lingard, and Rashford. Putting Smalling in there. I wasn't sure if Smalling was going to be fit, but if Smalling was fit, I probably would play him next to Eric Bailly. But I was just not sure if Smalling was going to be fit, so I decided to play Jones instead. Nicholas says Smalling and or Lindelof better be starting, or resting, he says. Yeah, I mean, I hope so. You know, I think Lindelof especially was brilliant until he got injured, and it's really unfortunate because I thought he really, he's really been doing well for us, and he's really shown a resurgence after last season where a lot of people kind of, were doubting him and said he was finished, and actually he's come back and done really well, so fair play to him. Yeah, says we can't overrun them, as Jose said, we don't have mad dogs. Yeah, I mean, we don't want to get overrun ourselves, let's be honest, we have to kind of match them, I'd say, and I think we will. Jack says Lingard is a must start for me. His energy and pure passion for the club is what you need in these games, and I think you're right, definitely, to a certain extent. I feel like also moments of quality is definitely what you need, and I mean, Lingard as of late, I'm not sure he's been producing too many moments of quality, but of course, in these big games, some players can just step up, and that's what we need tomorrow if we've got any chance of getting anything out of the game. Nicholas says, okay, but Smalling isn't fully fit. Okay. But yeah, I mean, as I said, if Smalling, was fully fit, I would put him in the team, but I'm probably going to go with Jones. Rasmus says, our club sadly loves mediocrity. What has Smalling done to deserve a contract extension? Yeah, obviously that's the big news of the day. Chris Smalling been given a contract extension. Fair play to him, and he's really delighted about it. I'm not sure that all United fans are delighted about it. Obviously, the fact that, Smalling has been a bit of a liability for us. He has had some decent games, let's be fair to him. But obviously, we would be hoping for someone with a bit more quality at this stage, especially with the fact that we've had so many transfer windows since Sir Alex Ferguson, and Smalling still continues to be in the squad. So you'd be hoping for a bit better by now. And I think he will be replaced very, very soon, probably in January if we look for a centre-back, or in the summer. But fair play to him. It looks like Mourinho is, putting a lot of faith in him. Yas says 3-0 to Liverpool. Hope they prove me wrong. Yeah, let's hope so, mate. Patrick says, it's really sad that we don't have a veteran of these games with us. Exactly. We don't really have anyone who's played in these games before. I think Mata's probably one of the players who's played in the most Man United Liverpool games. Or potentially Herrera, I'm not too sure. Or no, De Gea. It's definitely David De Gea, isn't it? Or Phil, it's either David De Gea, Smalling, or Jones. Nicholas says, to be honest, I could see a Jose shithouse like 3-5-2. De Gea, McTominay, Bailly, Matic, Young, Valencia, Fellaini, Herrera, Lingard, Lukaku, and Rashford. Yeah, I mean, Jose Mourinho, the master of the shithouse, so I could definitely see that. Nick says, missed Ipswich first home win, had to work, on our way now. Well, hopefully, I mean, that is annoying, but it's good that your team won, Nicholas. No, Nick, and thanks for joining, mate. Appreciate it. Jack says, I think Lingard has been producing recently. Goal versus Arsenal, a big part of the fantastic football against Fulham, and we looked much better when he came on against Valencia. Fair play. I think I could get with that. Dallas said, bad news, Rojo, Smalling, Shaw, Darwin, Dalot, Lindelof are all doubts. Sanchez is definitely sidelined. Also, Martial and Scott McTominay are getting their fitness assessed. We have a big crisis. Yeah, that's what that's what we've been talking about as well. And whatever team we put together will be a ragtag group of misfits, but sometimes that's what you need to beat the big teams. Nicholas says, Smalling is a good squad player. We need World Cup or potential World Cup players at MUFC. Old Trafford is a theatre of dreams, for fuck's sake. Exactly. We need quality, and I'm sure we can attract quality. Jack says, I'm pretty sure it's Valencia who's played the most versus Liverpool. Oh yeah, of course, it could be him. It's one of them. Anyway. Nicholas says Man United to win 2-1. Again, love that. I would absolutely love that. Dallas says back four is like to be Young, Jones, Bailly, and Valencia. Yeah, that is the one that I predicted as well for the game, and I think that is definitely the most likely. Patrick says I would even take Johnny Evans back. He's better than Smalling and Jones. Johnny Evans. Who can forget Johnny Evans? Brilliant footballer. Oh, God. Where is he now? At Leicester City, where all the centre-backs go to die. But anyway. I am going to now give you my score prediction for the game. I think it's come to that time in the stream. So you guys, right now guys, get your score predictions in the live chat. I want to see all of your score predictions. If you are watching right now, leave them in the live chat and I'll read them out very, very shortly. And if you are watching and have got this far, please do leave your score predictions in the comment section down below. I'm really interested to see what you have to say. So, my score prediction for the game. Oh, well, look, it's going to be very, very difficult. I don't see us blitzing Liverpool. There's no way that we're going to blitz them. I think we have to look for a good start. We have to look for a good start. We have to, really put our, assert our dominance on the game. I don't think that's going to happen. But my prediction for the game is, I don't like predicting a loss. So I won't. I'm not going to predict the loss. I'm going to predict a 2-1 victory to Manchester United, a smash and grab raid. I would love to see a smash and grab raid, 2-1 to United, get out of there, get the job done, get the 3 points. Liverpool knocked off their perch once again. That would make my weekend and probably make my Christmas as well if we beat Liverpool. So let's hope and pray that we can do that. So yeah, a 2-1 smash and grab raid. I think if anyone's going to score for Liverpool, it'll be Mo Salah. And then for Man United, I'd love to see Fellaini get a goal if he comes on, and Romelu Lukaku as well. So I'm going to go with a 2-1 win to United. Bit of a smash and grab raid would be fantastic. You guys getting your thoughts in. Nicholas says, Fred and Andreas have been misused by Jose to the point that they've lost match sharpness, and after Valencia, they are back in the dungeon. Yeah, I mean, we've seen that a lot with Jose Mourinho, where he's played players and they've made a bit of a mistake, and then he's left them out, and then that's kind of dampened their confidence, and it's all gone tits up from there. So it is annoying from that perspective. Jack goes with, wait, he says 12-1 again, mate. If we won the game 12-1, I think I would strip naked. Although I don't think you'd want to see that. Yash says, who scores for you? 3-0 Liverpool. Salah, Mane, and Shaqiri to score. Oh, that's a nightmare, Yash. That is a nightmare. Fortune says 2-0 Liverpool. Jack goes with 3-1 United. Nicholas goes with 3-2 United. Fellaini winner in the 90+6. Brilliant, mate. I love that. Patrick says 3-1 United. United 3 shots on target. Liverpool 13 shots on target. De Gea 13 world-class saves. Yeah, De Gea as well. That's another player that I forgot to mention. He has to be on tip-top form to beat Liverpool. And hopefully he can prove why he's the best goalkeeper in the world and not this Alisson bloke. Nicholas says, the last time I predicted a loss was United versus Juventus in Turin. Yeah. Well, yeah, maybe, yeah. Exactly. So, I mean, hopefully we can do the same. Hopefully we can get the 2-1 smash and grab raid. Dazza says, going to upload a vid, should be back before the end. No, I'm probably going to end. I'm probably going to end now, mate. I think we have come to the end of the live preview. So thank you to everyone who has been watching. Really appreciate your support, as always, guys. Really appreciate it. If you are watching this as a video, leave your thoughts in the comment section down below, and subscribe to the channel if you are new. As I said, trying to hit 500 subscribers. So anything you guys can do, whether that's sharing the channel, liking the video, anything like that, please do subscribe if you haven't already. Leave a like, leave your thoughts on this game in the comment section down below. Such a huge game. These are the games in football that you live for, and we just got to go with it with a positive mindset. We have to have a good overall performance, fight for the shirt, and bring those 3 points home. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you guys for the review, hopefully with a big grin on our face.